Welcome to the PreText conversation for Triad Stage's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. At Triad Stage, we are committed to producing quality artistic work right here in the Triad, as well as working with our audiences to find the connections between the work we produce on stage and the stories and issues found in our community. PreText is designed to offer background information and context for this production. It offers you a sneak peek, a leg up. It's not necessarily information you need to enjoy the performance, but rather offers guideposts for your experience as an audience member. First, a little bit about the playwright. William Shakespeare was born on April 23, 1564. He was born 5 years after the coronation of Queen Elizabeth I, who was queen for much of the time he was writing and was a major patron of his company. Shakespeare was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, which is about 100 miles northwest of London, to John Shakespeare and Mary Arden. While Shakespeare received an excellent education, unfortunately the financial difficulties that his family faced forced him to end his formal education early when he began apprenticing for his father as a leather worker. When he was 21, Shakespeare left Stratford and joined a company of traveling players. This group became the King's Men, who performed for both Queen Elizabeth I and King James VI of Scotland. With this group, Shakespeare wrote, acted in, and directed new plays. While many people in modern times see Shakespeare's work as exclusive or difficult to understand, when it was written, it was some of the most highly accessible entertainment. Audience members could pay as little as a penny and watch the play standing in front of the stage, and these groundlings, as they were called, reacted loudly and enthusiastically to moments of humor, betrayal, and intrigue within Shakespeare's 38 plays. These works include comedies, tragedies, and histories, which told the somewhat true stories of real people. One of the reasons these works, written over 4 centuries ago, may still resonate with people from all over the world is because Shakespeare grappled with timeless human experiences of love, jealousy, conflict, and loss. We invite you to see which themes from A Midsummer Night's Dream resonate with you and explore how this work might be relevant in our world today. A Midsummer Night's Dream is one of Shakespeare's best-known plays. High school students frequently read it in English class, and it's a favorite for production in various ways for students as young as kindergarten. This production, however, is likely different from other performances you may have experienced previously. Triad Stage's founding artistic director, Preston Lane, who also directed this production, wanted to emphasize the transformations that take place in A Midsummer Night's Dream, how we can transform into different people, and why these shifts take place. All of the actors that you'll see in the play multiple roles, often transforming before the audience's eyes. The characters in this play grapple with 2 different worlds as well. The story begins in Athens, a hard-edged authoritarian world where Theseus, the Duke, exercises complete control over the actions of the people who live there. You might notice a sense of visual starkness in the scenic design by Anya Klepikov. The story eventually moves into the forest, where magical beings exist and anything can happen. The characters misbehave, causing mischief for themselves and others. These magical beings, such as the fairy king and queen, Oberon and Titania, both imitate and counteract the status quo of Athens. When you come to the play, we invite you to notice the similarities and differences between these 2 worlds, both in terms of language and character, as well as the visual design on stage. You might also challenge yourself to note the ways the design elements, particularly scenery and costumes, reflect the idea of transformation. We also encourage you to think about the transformations that you have witnessed or experienced in your own life. What major changes have you endured over the course of time? What changes are you willing, or not, to make for love? What transformations would you like to see in your life and our world? Whatever connections you find, we are excited to invite you to explore the worlds of A Midsummer Night's Dream with us.